Ooh, oh yeah. Oh, y'all me want to hold you, put me arms right around you. Can you give me the tightest hold me ever? I always enjoyed parties. I always enjoy with my friends and stuff, you know, my friends and family, you know, trying to put myself just to have fun and enjoy my teenage life, you know. Try to keep a reminiscent to say, look, you know, this boy went and have fun when he was younger and stuff, and, you know, enjoy himself. But, you know, I'm here to talk about how I went to the most weirdest party in my life. Well, it wasn't really the weirdest party in my life, but yeah, I seen weirder than that, but yeah. So I literally was it was basically like the last week of school, you know what I mean? We all trying to prepare for the last day. It was pretty much like the second to last day of school. We all were just, you know, bored to death. You know, the rooms are hot. We got to clean up everything in the classrooms, try to like set up everything, clean up, take out everything and move them to like new classrooms and stuff. And you know, it was just boring. So literally, there was this dude that was in my health class who invited me and another friend of mine to this party, his house party. And literally, like, it was so, like, this guy literally is like the most weirdest guy I've ever seen. Like, well, not the most weirdest guy I've ever seen, but this guy was just weird in so many ways. Like, he was I would say he was book smart, but then this guy used to do dumb things. Like, it's not even funny. Like, when he used to, like, I would say, like, especially when it comes to when he's high, like, he's just in for all I know. This guy, so, you know, this guy just asked me, hey, going to a party, and I asked him, you know, where we should meet up. He was like, we should meet up in front of the schoolyard. You know, my school had like this like huge yard where it's like, okay, we all gotta meet up right there and, you know, do our thing. So we all meet up. I'm looking at the people, you know, seeing who's going and who's not going. And I see the girl that I don't like. I seen this girl that I don't like. We're gonna call her Four Eyes. Four Eyes and me had a bit of a history, but I don't want to talk about it now. We're going to talk about this whole thing for another, like, story, but we're going to leave that, you know, leave that ish aside. So, literally, you know, we just enjoying, you know, I'm just enjoying you know, we just walking, basically enjoying, you know, the walk, the talk. You know, this guy had his speaker on. We playing, like, lit music and stuff, and we just walking to his house. So, we got to his house. We literally went to his basement because he has a whole basement to his own self. Like, it was just like, bruh, it was like cool as ever. And it was just like, man, I actually was kind of wish I had a basement like that to myself. For all I know, I live in an apartment. So it's like, you know, all my life I've just been walking in the same place. I only just take 2 steps. The kitchen or the bedroom is just right there. Like, it's just like, really, it's just crazy. But anyway, back to the story. We all just, you know, chilling there. He calls the pizza place to go get, like, for an order of pizza. We ordered some pizza. We eat some pizza. And this dude had weed. Now, try frankly, if you guys remember what I just said earlier, was that this guy is always on full like smoking weed, actually. So, you know, it was like a weed passing, you know, it was like a weed circle where they always just passing weed and they smoking it. And, like, to be honest, I never would ever smoke weed. I never smoked weed. I never even touched weed or anything. I just never smoked weed. That's not pretty much my personality. I'm not a weed smoker. I'm just the type of guy that just cool, have my moments, but just relax. That's it. Just keep my relax and meditate. So, literally, it's like, this guy just went crazy on this weed. So, literally, he asked us to play this game, Truth or Dare. So, the Truth or Dare went from good to, like, a little personal. This guy You know, at first he did some things where he made the Four Eyes and his girlfriend kiss each other. He dared them to kiss each other, and they actually made out, like full make-out mode in that party. I'm like, well, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of attractive to it. Like, it was kind of attractive. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was just like, I was like, damn, you know, I've never seen that before, you know, like, shoot. So, literally, it was just like, man, this guy got himself on some just, you know, craziness, but on some wildness. The party was it got a little bit weird when he started acting, you know, weird around girls. Like, he started flirting with these girls, and keep in mind, his girlfriend was right there seeing the whole thing and how he was acting. This guy literally, like, was going from girl to girl, flirting with them and all that, and it was just like, bro, like, what in the world is going on? Like, we see what he was doing, and, like, you see his girlfriend started to cry because, like, you know, of his, like, to see, like, what he's really doing with flirting with these girls while being in front of her and all that. I don't know. It's like, that stuff was just wrong. It was just some wrong type of shit that he just did. So, we all just, you know, the party got a little too wild and it got a little too crazy and weird for me, because literally this guy had this like light where it flickers, like this big LED light that flickers all the time. He turns off the light and it's like the light just flickers, and like that shit really messed up my eyes. Like, yo, my eyesight was just going crazy. Like, I was just tripping, like on some real shit. I don't know what this guy was thinking for some reason. He, like I said, he was on some for all I know. And this guy just was just doing crazy nonsense. So, you know, I was just like, okay. You know, it's like, this party was it was a little bit going out of hand. So I went upstairs, you know, where there's like the other people who's just like, you know, sober, who's just clean, just sitting up there talking, having a little conversation. And so this light-skinned little dude comes up. I know this guy. He's actually, he's one of my classmates. He's like a freshman. And so this freshman comes, and literally not knowing that this was his first time. This guy comes up here, you know, Mike goes up, you know, Mike literally went up stairs and see him comes to the house. And so when Mike came, Mike passed him the weed, and literally this was the first time that freshman smoked weed. I'm like, wow, he was on some trippy shit. I don't even know what he was doing. He was just like on some like craziness. So Mike goes back downstairs, enjoy the party downstairs. This guy was flirting with this girl who I know, who's another friend of mine. I'm gonna just call her T. He was flirting with T, and T was not having it. So this dude went upstairs, literally, to his parents' room and tries to call up T to go upstairs with him. Nobody else but just T. I'm like, dude, you can tell that, like, this guy was on full blown trying to, like, smash, yo. Like, no joke. I can tell when a nigga smash, a nigga wants to smash. That's how it is. Like, especially when you're young and wild. Like, they just want to smash. Like, on some real joint, I was like, bruh, I'm not having it with this party. This party just started getting, like, lame and weird. Like, it was just starting to become lame and weird. And, like, people were doing some trippy things, shit that they never even done before. It was just like, bro, y'all got to be kidding me. Like, y'all know that, you know, if y'all never smoked before, why try to put yourself in that risk to smoke just to show off, man? Like, come on now. So, literally, you know, I told myself I was going to leave a little bit earlier because I didn't want to stay in his house that long. And, you know, his house was just wild and full of just wildness. And I just literally was chilling out. And so, my boy Drake, me and him, we had a little conversation. And we were, like, talking about, yo, we should just get out of here. I ain't really want to be in this joint. he was just like, bro, we should get out too. You know, I'm thinking about getting out too. You know, it's too much. I ain't want to deal with this crap no more. Let's get out. So Drake and he actually called up Four Eyes because Four Eyes didn't want to walk alone home. Like, to be honest, I really hate that girl. Like, I don't hate. Let's just not say hate. Hate is really a strong word. I just don't like this girl. Like, this girl, I really did not want to talk to her. So Drake is just talking to her the whole time. I literally was just keeping my mouth shut, minding my business on my phone, you know, doing my thing and texting like a friend of mine's, which was this girl that I know, who was like, you know, we're like cool. We usually talk time to time, but we don't really talk a lot. But yeah, you know, it was just like, man, it got crazy. It was just like, yo, let's go home. We all went home together. We just went back to the school and we went our separate ways. Drake went to go pick up his sister, and Four Eyes, I don't really care what Four Eyes had to do. She was just something else. I just went home and I just, you know, go up, took the shortcut to get home a little bit quicker, and I just went to sleep. That was moral to the story. Don't ever go to a weird guy's party, because if you do go to a weird guy's party, you're gonna see some weird